Stand by for the latest episode of the Biz News Flash Briefing. The latest news from the world of business and investments.
At least 3 in every 10 South Africans have already had coronavirus. That's according to the South African Covid-19 Modelling Consortium. It says the country will likely experience a weaker third wave of coronavirus infections because studies show that 30 to 40% of the population have already contracted the disease. South Africa has allocated an extra 4 billion rand to buy COVID-19 vaccines and extend a special distress grant to thousands of people hit by the pandemic in a special appropriation bill tabled by the Finance Minister on Tuesday. The ANC is possibly guilty of criminal offences in failing to pay over millions of rands in pay-as-you-earn tax to the South African Revenue Service while deducting this money from its employees' wages. The DA says it welcomes the seizing of IEC funds by the South African Revenue Service from the ruling ANC as partial payment of its debt. The DA notes that in terms of the Income Tax Act, it is a criminal offence punishable by prison time for anyone to willfully and without justification withhold funds owed to SARS. ActionSA, a new opposition party, has lifted the lid on yet another corruption scandal involving Edwin Sodi, who has been linked to ANC Secretary-General Magashule in the Free State Asbestos scandal. The party says it has been provided with access to tender documents relating to alleged irregularities in a 300 million rand tender awarded by the city of Tshwane for work at the Rooiwal wastewater treatment plant. ActionSA says Mr. Sodi is notorious for his appearance at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. He has also been implicated in a 44 million rand tender scandal in the city of Johannesburg involving assessments for hostels. ActionSA's leader, Herman Mashaba, has accused President Cyril Ramaphosa of not showing the courage of conviction needed to rip corruption out of the ANC's ranks. He's quoted as saying, "No one has faced the full consequences of their corrupt actions within the ANC." Eyewitness News reports that it has learnt that the ANC will send suspension letters to party members who refuse to step aside. This decision follows an ANC National Working Committee meeting on Monday, in which lists were collated from different provinces and prepared for this coming weekend's National Executive Committee. Rhino poaching is on the rise again in South Africa since the government loosened coronavirus restrictions. In the Kruger National Park, the number of rhinos has plummeted almost more than 2/3 in the last decade, to around 3,800 at last count in 2019, from about 11,800 rhinos in 2008. And that brings to a close your Biz News Flash Briefing. I'm Jackie Cameron for Biz News.
You've been listening to the Biz News Flash Briefing, bringing you the latest news from the world of business and investments. Subscribe to Biz News Radio on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, or by visiting biznews.com.